Do you ever feel like you just don't fit into the always-on social world? While society often paints solitude as sadness or isolation as a defect, psychology suggests something entirely different. Preferring to be alone isn't necessarily a sign of loneliness. It's often a sign of a specific, highly developed personality architecture. If you find peace in your own company, you likely possess these five distinct psychological traits. Let's break down the science of why you prefer to walk alone. Trait number one, you have a high need for autonomy. Most people rely heavily on external regulation. They need the group to tell them how to feel, what to buy, and what to value. But if you prefer solitude, you likely have an internal locus of control. You don't need constant feedback loops or validation from others to feel stable. Your confidence comes from within, not from the applause of a crowd. You aren't antisocial. You are simply self-sufficient. Trait number two, you engage in deep processing. In psychology, this is often linked to being a highly sensitive person, or HSP. It doesn't mean you cry easily. It means your brain processes sensory input more deeply than the average person. Socializing involves reading facial expressions, decoding tone, listening to words, and filtering background noise. For you, this is a massive data download. You prefer being alone because solitude is the only time your brain can offload that data. It's not avoiding people. It's protecting your energy bandwidth. Trait number three, you value authenticity over politeness. People who love solitude often have a low tolerance for social performance. You know the drill. The small talk about the weather, the fake laughs, the status signaling. To you, this feels like wearing an itchy sweater. You crave depth. You would rather have one deep, real conversation about the universe than 3 hours of cocktail party chatter. Because deep conversations are rare, you choose solitude over superficiality. You aren't lonely. You are just selective. Trait number four, you are intellectually or creatively driven. Look at history. Tesla, Newton, Wolff. They didn't produce their best work in a co-working space. Solitude is the incubation chamber for ideas. When you are alone, the default mode network of your brain activates. This is the network responsible for imagination, future planning, and creativity. If you prefer being alone, it's likely because your mind is working on something, a project, a problem, or a dream that requires silence to grow. Trait number five, different dopamine sensitivity. This is the biological difference maker. Extroverts have a dopamine system that requires high stimulation, loud music, new faces, risks to feel good. If you prefer solitude, your brain utilizes a different neurotransmitter pathway, often involving acetylcholine. This chemical makes you feel calm and content when you focus inward. High stimulation environments don't give you a buzz. They give you anxiety. You don't hate fun. Your definition of fun is just biologically different. So the next time someone asks, why are you so quiet? Or don't you want to go out? Realize that your preference isn't a flaw. It is a sign of autonomy, deep intelligence, and biological wiring. In a world that can't stop talking, there is immense power in being the one who is comfortable with silence.